You can't notice that I've got a disability. The only way you could is if I got stressed and my anxiety came out.
And everybody's attitude was just generally, oh, he can't behave, he's just disruptive and everything.
I learned difficult to read and spell.
A significant number of young Jewish people live with a wide range of learning disabilities. Everyday things like public transport, talking on the phone, making friends or handling a job interview pose enormous challenges.
Our main fear was what would become of him in his old age, or when as he got older and as we got too old to care for him.
If she had no support nowhere, she'd be in a bus shelter somewhere.
He can't remember facts or figures, so ordinary learning in an ordinary school was nigh impossible for him.
Vulnerable young Jewish people with learning disabilities desperately need Langdon. In 1992, the founders of Langdon had a dream for young Jewish people with learning disabilities to provide education, work skills, opportunities and a life full of friendship and hope, all underlined by a Jewish ethos. They began with a college. The Langdon College here in Manchester offers students a range of courses to enable them to live away from their parents. This includes basic life skills, interpersonal skills, personal health and safety, household domestic skills, personal finance and transports, so they can get out and about on their own. And there's also music and various vocational training with NVQ accreditation.
These are the certificates which I did in college.
We are truly proud of our educational staff and their students, of whom over 85% go on to secure employment. Based on the college's success, Langdon and its supporters made it possible for the learning disabled to live independently with support only when needed.
Well, Langdon has a lot of different kinds of properties depending on people's needs. Some people live in like 4 people in a house with 24-hour support, but I live on my own. I live in a ground floor flat, which is a single person, 1-bedroom flat, which is ideal for me.
Langdon is not an institution or a care home. It's supported living within communities, all close to each other, and all in the heart of the Jewish communities of Edgware, Boreham Wood and Manchester. All properties support a Jewish lifestyle. Using their own accommodations as a base, we help Langdon people develop the confidence and abilities to enable them to go out to succeed in the world.
Living in a house with 3 other guys now, he talks about them, he calls them his friends, and he feels like everybody else.
They're a great bunch of boys.
Yeah, in his house. Yeah, Pear's house is amazing.
All get on very well.
Before London, I couldn't get a job.
Langdon's Training and Enterprise Centre in Manchester has recently opened to equip more of our people than ever with the skills that make them employable. They learn how to fill in application forms, interview techniques, workplace and interpersonal skills. It is a hub for our commercial online trading business, selling donated items. There's also employment training at Maccabi House in London. When appropriate, they are encouraged to apply for their own jobs in the wider community.
They get self-respect and they're able to get on with their lives without relying on other people.
Around 60 organisations offer paid and voluntary positions to Langdon residents.
I was told when he was very young, because of his severe memory loss, that he would never hold down a job, let alone a full-time job. He has worked full-time in paid employment for the last 20 years, and I never thought that would be possible for him.
Oh, I love it. I love it, I really do.
It's like a son.
The work is hugely varied.
I mean, 10 years ago, I'd literally just get up in the morning and spend all day on the computer. But Langdon have helped me get a job, get myself sorted, and be able to do all the skills that you need to live a normal life. Doing this job's been a lot for me because I've never had a job before. And most people probably take the idea of getting up in the morning, getting dressed and going out to work for granted. But when you get to 30 and you've never worked, you want to start knowing that you can go out and do something for yourself. And it makes me feel so much better.
I used to be at Langdon College, so this is my first proper job. I'm really enjoying it. I love playing with the children. I can't believe that I managed to get a proper job.
Recently, Shoshi had a letter to quit from the landlord, which she didn't understand, hid it away. Had it not been for the support received from Langdon, she would have been out in the street.
All these positions are monitored by Langdon's employment team to address any issues and to ensure employment is held on to. For much needed friendship and a social life, Langdon now provides social programmes in the community and beyond.
Well, it's fun. I get to meet other people, play with them.
At Maccabi House, Brady clubs include as many Jewish 12 to 18-year-olds as possible. Some are homeschooled, so they have no school friends. Others are in mainstream schools, but with Langdon, here they don't feel they are different.
Clubism has an enormous impact on her life. I can't imagine her life without Langdon now. She feels safe here, you know, she's amongst friends and she's under Sonia's safe wing, and you can't put a price on that, I don't think.
Live It provides a social life for any Jewish adults with learning disabilities inside or outside the Langdon community. It means they can form their own friendship circles while still living with their parents or in their own homes. It's an opportunity for them all to meet up together for fulfilling and safe events and trips.
A big thank you to Langdon for helping me find myself and my independence.
Thank you all the staff and help at Langdon College.
If there wasn't a Langdon, I would feel, I don't know, we'd have a problem. We really would have a problem.
Langdon represents Jews, helping Jews at its best.
Today, over 100 young Jewish people with learning disabilities live independently thanks to Langdon and its supporters.
At Langdon, we're proud and dedicated to provide the education, the housing and the support that young Jewish people with learning disabilities need to fulfil their full potential and live in their own homes. Demand is greater than ever, and we have no desire to turn people away, so we rely on our supporters and donors, and thank you all for your generosity over the years.
All I want to know really is that as long as Langdon exists, that Kate will be safe and be looked after.
Government cuts to benefits have raised the bar, and we are faced with the prospect of turning new people away due to lack of funding. But with your help, Langdon will proudly continue to give vulnerable young Jewish people the life they deserve.